Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Joyanna. I'm a psychic medium and channeler. I'm a sound healer, and I am a joyful being first and foremost. This is my channel, The Laughing Oracle, and in this space, I am trying to reclaim joy within ancestral practices, within the spiritual spaces, existing in a frequency of joy, coming from a place of joy at all times. It is my personal belief that joy is like a frequency band on a radio station, and as long as you set yourself to that frequency on the radio station, any song that plays, whether that song be sadness or happiness, or you get the gist, the emotions are the radio songs, they are still always on that frequency of joy. This is the state of being that I'm in. If you would like to see more of my journey of how I came to exist in this state, how I came up with these ideas, and also the 21-day challenge that I took where I was in joy and nothing else for 21 days, you can check that out on my personal channel, The Art of Light Love. That is where, my vlogs, my personal challenges, my waffles from the universe and from my heart are posted. But on this channel, I wanted to make it a more communal space, a space where I post tarot readings, channeled messages, astrology updates, and anything that comes through the divine, through me to you. So welcome into this space. If you are new to this channel, I welcome you. I welcome you. If you have come over from the Art of Light Love, oh my goodness, thank you so much for joining me in this space. I am right now in my garden. The sun is shining. There's a bit of building work that I'm going to work through, and hopefully you can't hear it too much. But I decided to get all dolled up, feel my best, do my best to bring you the astrology update, which is, ding, 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 Saturn entering Aries. But first, here is my astrology disclaimer. So before we dive in today, just a quick note on how I personally approach astrology. I'm self-taught. I began learning in 2020, and everything that I share comes from years of intuitive study, observation, and lived experience. I don't see the planets necessarily as forces that control us. I see them as mirrors. They don't make things happen. They simply reflect energy that's already present within and around us. Astrology for me is a language of pattern, a map of potential, and a sacred tool for preparation and self-awareness. It's not about fate, it's about frequency. It helps us work with the current and not against it. Astrology is a tool. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You are your own oracle, and I'm just here to hold the mirror and to share my own intuitive wisdom. Boom. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, let me begin. Before we look at the present and future, I think it's only fitting that we take a little look behind us at what has just been. We have just come out of a season, about 3 years, of Saturn, the planet of karma. I call him the big sky daddy planet because he's like, think of, when you've done something a little bit naughty and your dad enters the room and you're kind of there like, and he's there like, and you're there like, and he's there like, That is Saturn. Saturn comes along and he wags his finger at you in the most loving, divine, masculine way, but he can also represent boundaries that are pretty strict, obstacles that we face, challenges, karmic lessons. He doesn't get a great rep. But for all that's worth, he has been in the sign of Pisces for the past 2-3 years. Now, Pisces is watery. It is the water sign. It's dreamy, it's capricious, it floats, it loves to daydream. So having Saturn in this sign hasn't been the most easy. There may have been plans, there may have been dreams, there may have been things that you've been trying to get off the ground that Saturn has asked you to take a little bit of a closer look at. And this may have been particularly difficult because Neptune, which is the planet that rules Pisces, and therefore is the planet of dreams, of spirituality, of philosophy, of like this airy, like not airy, but like this watery space of like floatiness. Neptune has been in Pisces for the past 14 years and has only just moved into Aries. So having Neptune in this space for the past 14 years of airy fairiness, of watery, whatever, trying to make it rhyme. And then having Saturn come along and actually be like, maybe take a look at these dreams of yours. Maybe let's like create some structure around bringing your dreams into form. And Pisces, being the 12th sign, is the very end of the zodiac journey, and Aries is the beginning. So you may be able to see where I'm going with this. For the past few years, we have been taking a look at our dreams. We have been maybe trying to get certain things off the ground that we have been met by Saturn's firm hand saying it is not yet ready, it is not good enough, you do not have the foundation or the structure. Now we are entering the series of Aries. And in general, we are moving from a space of water and air. We are moving from a space of water and earth into air and fire. We are moving from a very feminine flow into a masculine flow. And now this month, on the 24th of May 2025, Saturn will join. Now this is all building up to a great conjunction that will happen early next year. But for now, let's just focus on the present time. Saturn entering Aries. Aries is the very first sign of the zodiac and is all about the I, the me. Whereas Pisces is often about the dream space, the unconscious, the collective. Aries is fire. It brings this fiery like headspace. It wants to do, it wants to go. It's ruled by Mars. It wants to be masculine, out there, and expansion, right? A very different energy to what we have been experiencing with Pisces. So Saturn, the planet of karma, restriction, boundaries, sky daddy energy, is now once again joining Neptune in this space of fire now. So we're going from water, feminine, flow, unsubstantial, to fire. This is transformative. This is a fuel boost that many of us have been waiting for a long time, and yet we are still being asked to consider, to not push forward and rush into things, to not put all of our resources, like don't start throwing your money at things. Don't start trying to push. Remember the lessons that you have learned over the past few years. Saturn is the planet of lessons. And if you do not learn them, he will punish you in a very loving daddy way. But it won't be fun. It really won't be. So learn the lessons, which is that of being feminine, of being careful, being slow, being receptive, being nurturing to self. Do not now swing all the way that way into full masculine fire and burn yourself out. Saturn is in Aries for the next 3 years. He will dip back into Pisces, as will Neptune, at the end of this year. But once again, we're focusing on the present. This is an energy that is long lasting. It's not like Mars or Venus or anything that kind of zooms through the zodiac. These are the outer planets that we are talking about, and they have long but slow lasting impact, if that makes sense. So Saturn entering Aries, how that will impact you really depends on your personal chart, and I really do recommend that you look at your birth chart, get yourself a birth chart. They're free online. Honestly, just Google free birth chart. I quite like using Astrodiant, I think. I'll put the link to that down below. But if you know your birth time and you know your birth chart, you'll be able to see what house Aries rules. So I will talk from personal experience. So Aries rules my 11th house, which is the house of networking, of socializing, of community. And for the past few years, I have been traveling, looking for tribe, looking for community. And it has felt that what I have been looking for does not exist. So for me, with Saturn and Neptune now moving into my moving into my 11th house, this is, for me, is all about finding tribe, not just finding it, building it. Aries is the creative masculine energy. It is the energy that says it is time for me to begin. Now remember, this is at the beginning of the zodiac cycle. Both Neptune and Aries have done a full round of the 12 signs. Neptune, I don't even know how long that has taken. To be honest, I should probably look that up. I'm not going to. I'm hot. But this is the era that we're now walking into. And I do feel that it is very important to understand where this applies to you personally in your chart. But that is just an example for me. It's moving into my 11th house, and I am being asked and I'm feeling called to build my own community, which is why I have started this channel. I want this channel to be a collective, to be a community, to bring in Soul Tribe. I'm calling in my dragon riders. I'm calling in my witches. I'm calling in my joyful beings who have been doing the work, who are, even if you're just awakening and you want to be able to heal from a space of joy rather than falling into the age-old trap of dark nights of the souls and like, oh my goodness. Whew. I want joy. I want to live a joyful life. I want to be surrounded by abundance. I want to be joyful, Joyana. So if you have found this channel and the things that I'm saying resonate, if you're resonating with my energy, then please go ahead and subscribe, join the tribe. I'm really trying to build. I'm calling everybody in who was supposed to be in my tribe to join me on this journey. And like I said, there's going to be so many more updates on this channel, like astrology, tarot, light language. I'm super excited to kind of come out of my cocoon a little bit. That's why I got all dressed up today. I put my makeup on and everything. I'm like, it's time to step into a new era of Joyana. I am feeling this Aries energy, this fire, this sun on my skin. And before I leave, I just wanted to bring through a channeled vision that I just got for Saturn and Aries for the collective. I paused the video for a moment. I asked the universe to show me, what do you want to share with the collective watching this about Saturn entering Aries? And the image I got was a golden crown on fire. And it wasn't on anyone's head. It was kind of just floating. It was just the crown floating before me, and it was on fire. And the message, it is time to build your kingdom. It is time to build your kingdom. It is time to step out of the shadows. It is time to integrate your lessons, and it is time to build with structure, to build with foundation, and to build still from this space of your dreams. This is why Neptune is still with Saturn, because your dreams are ready to come into form. They are ready to be built, and they are waiting for you. You have the next few years to really utilize the energy of Saturn, who, despite the bad rep, really does create containers. He creates containers. And without Saturn in this space, with Neptune alone, a lot of things probably wouldn't get done. And there may be a tendency to dream too far outside the realm of possibility, whereas Saturn brings these etheric dreams and the watery space, and it brings it down into form. So that is the final intuitive message. I hope that you have enjoyed this astrology update. I will be bringing so many more. My next one will be all about the new moon in Gemini happening on the 26th of May. I am a Gemini rising, and so I am loving Gemini season. Honestly, today is the very first day of Gemini season, and I've got my makeup all on. I've got myself all kitted up. It's all about me, baby. So, my name is Joyana, the Laughing Oracle. Thank you so much for viewing my channel. If you liked what you've seen today, please go ahead, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what house Aries rules in your chart, and I will give you a little one-sentence update of what you can expect or what that house means for you. I really want this to be a communal space. I want to chit-chat with you. I want to share with you. I want to bring so much into form through this space in this channel, and I want to build community and tribe. So if you like the sound of that, then please go ahead and join me. I cannot wait to see you with the next update, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day. Mwah.